Hi guys, my name is Jordan Vogt, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the 12 basic Adlerian concepts, specifically holism. First, I want to provide a little overview of what I'm going to cover. What is holism? Why is it so central and pivotal to understanding Adler? And how can we use this concept to help our clients? So what is holism? Holism is the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and that unified, the parts constitute a new unique whole. So let's expand on that a little bit. Adlerians believe, and as well as Adler himself, that the person is an indivisible unit, that the person needs to be understood in his or her totality. Now, dividing a person up into parts and analyzing them isn't really a benefit to the client or the therapist. Adler even stated himself that the foremost task of individual psychology is to prove this unity in each individual, in their thinking, feeling, acting, in their so-called conscious and unconscious in every expression of his personality, which thus makes wholeness. Okay, so now why? Why is this important? Well, this is pivotal in understanding Adler. If you think about it, individual psychology in itself is formed off this, where in order to truly understand an individual, one must make an effort to understand and get the whole picture. Like, if I showed you a picture, but just part of it, you might say, hey, what the heck is that? Are we doing a puzzle or something? There'd be trouble understanding what is presented in front of us. But if I were to present to the whole picture, one can clearly see what is being presented. Okay, now this may be a little cheesy, but think of pizza. Remember what I said about holism? It's the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Well, if we start taking a person and looking at them, maybe taking pieces away, you're losing that wholeness, that thing that makes you unique. We need to remember to look at all pieces of an individual's life, anyone's life, our own, our clients, anyone that we interact with. If we focus on one single thing, well, we're missing out on a whole lot. We're not going to be effective. Uh, Again, going back to the pizza, if we take a piece away, it's not the whole thing. We're only looking at one, I guess, slice of that person's life or themselves. So if I was a therapist treating a client and I'm only focusing on their past and not looking at anything else, then I'm missing out on a lot. Okay, so how? So how can we take this concept and apply it to help our clients? If we take this approach in a clinical setting, what would this look like? If we have a client and they present us with a problem, we can use holism as a view to put things together. It can help ground ourselves, have us stop and think about all the factors in that individual's life that led them to us. By knowing and understanding the individual as a whole, rather than just try to split them apart and maybe look at one aspect of them, we can view it holistically, and we can be more effective at gathering information and providing good therapy. Now, how do I apply this to myself? Using holism on myself, it makes me more cognizant of everything. I ask myself, who is Jordan? What makes up Jordan? What does Jordan stand for? Doing these things helps me realize the things about myself that I sometimes unconsciously or consciously toss away. Looking at myself through the scope of holism, I find that I shouldn't reject or pretend that parts of myself don't exist. I need to confront and accept everything about myself. This view helps me in my understanding of how I chose to develop in this world and how I view it. I have certain parts of myself, they are there. It is a part of me, and I am a part of it. And through all that and all those things, that helps me realize that I'm a unique individual. And that's what this is all about. It's the foundation of individual psychology.